Okay, well, so history was 1994, which would have been 1995 Gospel Fest. There was a woman in my church who worked with Richard Johnson and had sung and knew that my daughter, who was then 11, loved to sing, and I also do, so she thought Maggie might like to sing. So Maggie and I were going, and then we had a neighbor up the street who ended up living with us. She was a teenager, and she lived with us at the end of her sophomore year, loved to sing, so she came with us. My now ex was going to be out for the evening, so we dragged my 9-year-old son along, and just, it was an amazing experience. I walked in, and we sat in our parts. I'm an alto, my daughter and Kara are sopranos. We stuck Warren with the sopranos. There was a man in the tenors who was taking care of a little boy who was sick, and come to find out it wasn't his child, it was somebody else's child, and everybody was taking care of other people's children. Warren ended up, soprano wasn't working, alto wasn't working. I think his name was Daryl, was one of the tenors, just took Warren under his wing, and Warren became a tenor. And it was just this amazing feeling of love and family. And then you get the music that just reaches right down into your core. And it's just indescribable. And then, you just keep meeting new people every year and developing those friendships that have lasted over the 26 years. It's amazing. Okay, so in all of the years I've been doing Gospel Fest, there have been Gospel Fest t-shirts, starting with, there's 1995, 1996, and I got Gospel Fest t-shirts each year, and I had this collection of them in my drawer, and I wasn't wearing them, and I couldn't bear to part with them. So a couple years ago, CVU was having a t-shirt quilt class, so I took all of my Gospel Fest t-shirts and brought them in, except for the one that I just found when I cleaned dressers, and put them together, and I have a queen-size bed, and so I've put them all together, found this amazing fabric for the in-between, and this is on my bed, and currently there's a bit of cat hair on it because as much as I love it, the cats love it as well. Absolutely, absolutely. It's empowering, it brings people together. It's, wow, to come up with words. So it brings all cultures together. It really, I found that through my experience with all of this, just getting to know people as people, and the heart of all the people, the music is uplifting. It just brings people together, and the world needs that right now. The world definitely needs people to come together from all walks of life, because we're all one. It's powerful. It's powerful rehearsing. It's amazing to walk into a room with a bunch of other people, to have a director have a piece of music that maybe none of us have ever heard before, and to walk out of that room like a half an hour and a half later, singing from the bottom of our souls, and just having the music all come together. And then to be on the stage and to be able to share that with an audience, that power, that glory, that majesty, is indescribable. And being in the audience, watching the sections that I'm not singing in, just feeling that coming from the stage as well. is just an amazing experience.